I got kicked out of 2 different high schools. I graduated from an alternative school. Never once did I think this Dr. Damon Arnold guy existed inside of me. Now understand this, the reason why I say that...
Hey, what's good, what's good, what's good? It's your boy, Dr. D.F. Arnold. You know, the one that got kicked out of 2 different high schools, that graduated from an alternative school. And I'm here once again bringing you the power plan. Hey, let me get right into it. I need you to understand that we are creators. What that means is we have the ability to create the life that we choose to live. The reason why I say we have the ability to create the life we choose to live is because it is a choice. See, you can't hold 2 conflicting feelings in your mind at one time. You're either going to hold on to one and let go of the other, or vice versa. For instance, you're not going to be happy and sad at the same time. You can't hold those 2 emotions, because if you try to, you'll be happy and then sad. Now, you can be happy and then sad, but you can't hold both of them at the same time. So what happens is you sit up and stop and prevent your creativity by bringing something in that stops you from being the creative being that you were destined to be. So what do I mean by that? I mean, we were all put on this planet not only for our purpose, which is what I always talk about with the pyramid of purpose, but we were here to create the world that we choose to live in. Now, we can't control everything that's going to happen around us, but we can control the thoughts that we continue to meditate on. So, since we know we're a creative being and we know we can create the world that we choose to live in, we can create our experiences as it pertains to that world that we want to live in. So, I was just at Costco. I was at Costco and my wife, I'm sure she's like, wow, every time we go somewhere, you always have to get involved. Now, I don't always get involved, but this particular time, it was something inside of me that said, this is something I needed to get involved with. As we were going to the line to check out, I hear 2 gentlemen screaming at each other. The one gentleman had his kids and his wife. The other gentleman, it seems like he was by himself, or he might have been with another person. But I heard him say, "You just control your kids." And then the guy was responding back. So I did intervene. And I said, hey, stop allowing the situation to steal your power. You can't control what he's saying, but you can control how you're responding. I told him, I said, you know what? You have 3 beautiful children that are watching you. You have 3 beautiful children that will learn from what you do and how you respond, and they'll react the same way that you're responding, because that's what we're teaching them. And he looked at me, he said, but you can tell he was still upset. So I let it go. He did walk to the line. I hear them getting into it again. Well, I didn't hear him speaking back, but I heard the other gentleman still wanting to. And so as we started walking, I walked with the gentleman for a second, and that's when my wife was kind of like, come on, Dad. I said, hold on. And I said, hey, listen, they're watching you. We have people that are watching how we're responding to different things. But this is why I say you are a creative being, is because you can create that, even based on that situation, how you want it to go. We always say when 2 people are arguing, be careful that you're not arguing back and forth with somebody who you know is just upset about a situation, because somebody from afar don't know who started it, who's wrong, who's right. You just both look like you're just going ballistic at each other. So sometimes we have to step away, because what's happening is those negative situations are stealing our creativity. It's stealing the thing that we truly possess. So when I say we're creative beings, understand that you have to continue on a line where you understand that you have a choice of what you're going to respond and react to, and not allow situations, people, and things to steal what it is you have inside of you that you have the capability of doing. Because when you understand you have the capability to control that gentleman, to control that situation by just letting the other gentleman just... But what happens a lot of times is pride. What happens a lot of times is we feel like we have to respond, but we don't. What's happening is it's trying to get you in this situation where you're getting outside of who you truly are and what you were destined to become. So when we're experiencing problems in all of these different situations, it's all part of the process. But if we learn from the experience, as I always say, and say, you know what can I learn from this? Because I need to respond differently, because I want something different to happen. Remember, as I'm saying these things, things. I say the same thing. I might say it a different way. I just need you to be able to hear it in a way that you can take it and say, okay, I get that. See, some people might have got it last week or the week before when I said it, but some people might get it just from the experience and just from the situation that I just explained, because we all go through it and we all have an opportunity to maintain our creativity, to maintain our power based on what we decide to do different than what we did last time. So I hope all this makes sense, because what's happening is you're losing and letting your creativity be taken away from you by the things that are trying to steal it from you. Because if you're continuing to maintain your power, to maintain your ability to create the different things that you were purposed to create, that's when you go to the next level. That's when you experience your purpose. See, when you say, you know what, all of these situations that's happening, I can control how I'm responding to them by learning something from them, to where I don't let it get me upset like it might have done in the past, because now I'm choosing to take it and learn something from it so I can experience that thing that I need to experience, because I know that I'm a creative being, meant to be creative, meant to live in purpose, meant to understand that all of these things coming against me can't conquer me, because I'm strong enough with my power to move to the next level, to move into the level where I say I want to be. Hey, I hope this helped you. I hope this helped you. Stop allowing situations to steal your creativity, because your creativity is the thing that's going to help you get to your purpose. Stop thinking and meditating on the things that make you unhappy, because if it's making you unhappy, you have a choice to make. Why focus on those things? Start focusing on the things that make you happy, because then you take control and say, you know what? I got this, and I'm gonna be all right. And once I'm all right, I'm gonna help my family, my friends, my community, and ultimately this world be all right. Because if I can do it, anybody can do it, because I've been through a whole bunch of stuff. But the stuff didn't break me. It made me who I am. All right, y'all. You can live ordinary, you can live extraordinary. Share this message. Peace.
2 different high schools. I graduated from an alternative school. Never once did I think this Dr. Damon Arnold guy existed inside of me. Now understand this, the reason why I say that is